For his willful dereliction of duty to his peers and constituents, Solon on the run Representative Arnie Teves is up for more sanctions from the House leadership, who extended thanks to the Timor-Leste government for denying Teves' request for asylum. Our Kenneth Paciente has more.
More sanctions. This is what House Speaker Martin Romualdez has warned suspended Negros Oriental Representative Arnie Teves may face if he doesn't return to the Philippines after Timor-Leste rejected his request for political asylum.
Kung hindi pa siya bumalik, in continued defiance ng order natin na tapos na yung travel authority, na-deny yung extension, and kumbaga may return to work order na ako sa kanya, at kung ayaw pa, pag nag-lapse yung 60-day suspension, yung ethics committee can reconvene. And with other developments, yung sinabi mo na earlier, na deny na yung political asylum niya, dapat talaga bumalik. At kung hindi, there may be another ethics recommendation for further sanctions against Congressman Teves.
And following the bilateral meeting of President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. and the Prime Minister of Timor-Leste during the ASEAN Summit in Indonesia, Romualdez insisted it is possible that issue about Teves has been discussed.
I wouldn't be surprised if he not just acknowledge and thank the Timor-Leste leader on the actions taken by his government, because it is the right course of action. But President Marcos is one who is very, very respectful of protocols and processes, and due process, for instance, he doesn't want to preempt.
Romualdez also commended this step done by Timor-Leste and said that the country is on solid ground with its decision. Romualdez explained Teves only had 5 days to leave Timor-Leste after his request was not approved, and he could go to another country. But Romualdez insisted,
Umuwi ka lang kasi alam ng lahat na may mga aligasyon na harapin mo na lang, because yung sinasabi natin kahapon or the other day when we met with the party leaders, yung sinasabi mga the rights, the privileges, and the immunities of a congressman is for the discharge, for the legislative functions that he has, to make sure that he can perform as a legislator in the service of his constituents. Those rights, those privileges, and those immunities are not meant for congressmen to use it to evade or to avoid, justice. So, Congressman Arnie Teves, umuwi ka na, and face the music, and let justice take its course.
Meanwhile, the DOJ says they also plan to seek the cancellation of the congressman's diplomatic and regular passports. An Interpol notice has also been issued.
Once we file a case, once the NBI files a case with the prosecutors, we can now seek for the cancellation of the passport. The blue notice is there already, actually. What's happening now is that we are informed of his movements by all jurisdictions. Once he enters a certain jurisdiction, they already inform us of his movements. That's why Timor-Leste immediately informed the Philippine government of his presence there.
Meanwhile, House Speaker Romualdez believes that the ASEAN Summit will provide a way for the Philippines to further strengthen relations with its neighboring countries, particularly in strengthening the sector of trade, investment, and security, which will benefit every Filipino.
Si Prime Minister Anwar, iniimbita niya si President Marcos, at sana naman daw na in pursuit daw of more trade between Malaysia and the Philippines. Yan ang isang ehemplo kung paano makikinabang ng taong bayan, kasi with more investments coming from Malaysia and more trade, magkakaroon tayo ng livelihood, trabaho.
Kenneth Paciente for the Nation.